Hello everyone, welcome back to another session in thermodynamics. So today we'll be learning about the second kind of energy transfer in detail, that is work transfer. So heat transfer I have already discussed in the last session, as well as the modes of heat transfer is readily available in the video playlist. You can see. In continuation with the first law relation to energy, we have seen in the last session that energy can be transferred across the boundary of a system either through work or heat. Both are boundary phenomena and both are inexact differentials as well as path functions. So work, in short, is the energy transfer associated with a force acting through a distance. You can see here, whenever there is an object which is having certain mass, when we um, exert some force on it, for example a force of F, okay, whether it is pushing force or pulling force or even a shear force, the object will tend to move through a distance if the force is adequate enough to overcome the resistance. So for example, if the force applied is F and it is moving through S, obviously the energy transfer associated with that will be F into ds. We will see that in detail in the boundary work later. So here you can see it can be of different variants. The work transfer could be electrical energy transferring, crossing the electrons, movement of electrons across the boundary, or rotating a shaft to stir the fluid. All these are forms of work transfer, or a piston moving up or down as a result of the um, fluid contained in the cylinder, in a piston cylinder device. All these are work transfer, examples for work transfer. So energy transfer by work can be classified briefly into two: electrical work as well as mechanical work. There are different forms of mechanical work, as you know. There will be spring work, shaft work, etc. So first we will see the electrical work. Electrical work is the rate of electrical work done by electrons crossing a system boundary, and it is given by the product of voltage and current in watts. Electrical work is given in watts. Voltage multiplied with current. The amount of electrical work done in a time period is found by integrating the rate of electrical work over the given time period dt, t1 to t2. So mechanical forms of work, on the other hand, is expressed, as you know, it is lower delta, small delta, right? Delta W is equal to vector F dot ds. Both are vectors. Both have magnitude as well as direction, force as well as displacement. It is not distance, displacement. S is the displacement, that's why the vector notation. So F ds cos theta. So whenever there is a force acting on an object, it will try to move for a certain distance. So the product of this force and distance will give you the work. So these are the various kinds of mechanical works, as I mentioned earlier: shaft work, spring work, work done of elastic solid bars, work associated with the stretching of a liquid film, surface tension, you know that. Work done to raise or to accelerate a body. All these are different types of mechanical work. The net work done by a system may be in two forms. So apart from explaining the different forms of work like shaft work, spring work, or lifting or raising, stretching a film, etc., etc., so all these kinds of work could be summarized into two categories of work: other work and boundary work. Other work and boundary work. So boundary work we will explain in detail, learn in detail. First, work may cross a system boundary in the form of a rotating shaft work, electrical work, or other work forms listed above. Whatever we have listed, electrical work is there, rotating shaft, or electrical work is electrons crossing the boundary. Then, so many other forms of work, spring work. So, all these forms of work, we will call these work terms as other work. Okay, we will call these forms of work as other work. That is the work not associated with a moving boundary. So we have not listed the movement of a piston inside the cylinder. That is not other work. There is a movement of the boundary. Whenever there is a fixed boundary, the energy transfer happens in the form of work across the boundary without moving the boundary, without causing the movement of the boundary. That is called other work. Now, whenever there is a movement of the boundary, there is change in the boundary of the system, or the work associated with the moving boundaries due to expansion or compression processes in a fluid. Generally, these kinds of processes are happening in the piston cylinder device. Suppose we have a piston cylinder device and the gas filled within the cylinder is heated. Expansion will happen. Due to expansion, the piston will obviously move. So the network done by a closed system, you know that closed system is having energy transfer in the form of work or heat. So work transfer in the case of a closed system could be expressed as summation of all the work which is going out of the system minus summation of all the work coming into the system. All these are other works plus boundary work. So net work transfer associated with a system is a sum of other work plus other forms of work plus boundary work. Okay. Now let us discuss in detail the second category of work, that is boundary work, which is also known as PDV work or displacement work. PDV work or displacement work. So consider a piston cylinder device which contains gas and the area of the piston be A and the force applied on the piston is F. Okay. So the work associated with such a moving boundary, the piston is moved here. You can see when we supply certain heat, thermal energy to this gas, some heat transfer, or simply if you pull the piston upwards, so it will move. Right? As a result of that, this gas will expand. This is a compressible substance, right? So a distance, small distance ds, the piston is moved, so the boundary has been changed now. So initial boundary is shown with this dotted line and the new boundary will be here. Okay, this dotted line will be replaced to here. Okay, so boundary work occurs because the mass of the substance contained within the system boundary causes a force, the pressure times the surface area. The pressure times the surface area. You know that pressure is force exerted per normal force per unit area, isn't it? So, or force is pressure times area, surface area, to act on the boundary surface and make it move. So that is happening here. Whenever we heat the gas in a piston cylinder device, the gas will expand and try to move the piston up for a certain distance, for a small distance. So in such case, the boundary work is then calculated from this expression when the state of the system changes from 1 to 2. Integral 1 to 2 delta WB. WB stands for boundary. Okay, so WB is the boundary work. So 1 to 2 delta W. Delta is added since it is a path function or inexact differential. That is equal to F into ds. So work is force times the displacement. So whenever the system moves from position 1 to state 1 to state 2 and a force is applied by the system for moving the boundary or the piston for a distance of ds. So F dot ds or FDS, integral 1 to 2 FDS is the work transfer associated with the moving boundary. or we can write, we can multiply as well as divide with a, okay, in order to get p here. Fine. So a and a, it will get cancelled. There is no difference between with this. We have multiplied this expression with a as well as divided with a. So it is same as FDS. So F by A, you know that it is pressure, okay, and ADS, area times the displacement, is volume. Area times the change in displacement is change in volume. Fine. So ADS will become dV and F by A will become P. So integral 1 to 2 PdV is the boundary work. So since the work is process dependent, the differential of boundary work delta WB is equal to PdV. So we can write delta WB is equal to PdV. Now we can determine the boundary work. Once the process is determined, so the boundary work, the expression for boundary work will be different for different processes. So we have to find out what kind of process it is, whether the pressure is constant or volume is constant or temperature is constant, etc. So once the process is determined, the pressure volume relationship for the process can be obtained and the integral in the boundary work equation can be performed. That we will discuss in detail when we discuss about the various kinds of non-flow processes. So if the piston is allowed to move a distance ds in a quasi-equilibrium manner, what is quasi-equilibrium process? Already we have discussed that infinitesimally slow manner when a process is executed, all the intermediate states between two states, final and initial states, will be in equilibrium. That is called a quasi-equilibrium process. So differential work done during this process is, as we have seen in the previous slide, okay, will become delta WB will be equal to PdV. So total boundary work done is WB is equal to 1 to 2 integral 1 to 2 PdV, or delta WB is equal to PdV, same as before. Right? Now on a pressure specific volume property chart PV diagram, we can find out the boundary work done as the area under the curve. Since the work done is boundary work is PdV, pressure multiplied with the change in volume, directly the area under the curve will give you the boundary work done PdV, or displacement work. I hope it is clear. If you have any questions, please comment below. We'll meet with another interesting topic in the next class. Thank you.